I've been getting a lot of comments recently of people asking what save they should do. And that got me to thinking, what save should you do? So in today's video, I've come up with 5 save ideas. So hopefully it'll help you out. Now for the first save idea, it's going to be a transfer embargo. We do have the option of adding that in this year's game, a nice little setting that they've introduced. And I think it could make for a really fun save. For example, you could take over Manchester City, who might actually have a transfer embargo in real life. You can give them a few years embargo. You could even relegate them and then try and build the team with some of the youth they already have in it while offloading some of the biggest players. I think Man City makes the most sense considering the charges that they're under right now in real life. But think of this like a Juve situation. And really, if we're honest, you could choose any team you wanted for this. For save idea number 2, we're going to go with Fallen Giants. This is a really good save idea. It's a classic. It's iconic. You take a team that has had huge past success and you take them back to the top of the mountain by winning the Champions League. You can do this in several different nations, but for some examples, imagine you're doing it in England. You could pick teams like Nottingham Forest. There's even Wigan in there. They were all right at one point. Bolton. It doesn't have to be a team that's been at the top before, but a team that was maybe in the Premier League or a successful side that you try and rise back up. There are so many big clubs that have had financial issues, just like Leeds United. I need that little help to make it right back to the top of the mountain. Honestly, this is one of my favorite kind of saves to do, taking a fallen giant and trying to make them great again. Now, the next one is something I stumbled upon recently. Why not do a worst team RTG? Pick the worst possible team on the game in terms of overall and star rating, take them over and try and get them to the Champions League. It's going to take you a long time, especially if you're playing realistically with hard sliders, to take one of the worst teams in the league and get them all the way to the top and maybe even win a Champions League trophy. And I think this could be a lot of fun. And in fact, I'm even thinking about doing a long-term RTG this year. Now for suggestion number 4, it's going to be another long-term save. In fact, the final 2 are both long-term saves, but this one could be a lot of fun and it's going to involve you bouncing around the leagues. Now, if you're a Football Manager fan, you'll have done a Journeyman. Everybody's done a Journeyman on Football Manager at some point, but I don't see many people do it on FC, and it could be very difficult to do, so that may be the reason. So be warned when you're coming into it, the flexibility of moving jobs and where you can go and who you choose is very, very difficult, and it usually based off how good you are. So as soon as you hit the top end, you're only going to really get top end teams in the suggestions, or at least that's how that's worked in the past. But a Journeyman Save could be a lot of fun. Basically, you start at a team you want. I would start as low as possible, so maybe League 2 in England, League 3 in Germany, that kind of team, and you just move teams as and when you want throughout the years to different leagues, building up your manager. Hopefully, this ends with you doing all 15 seasons in the save, building several super teams across the nations, and with a whole host of trophies in the cabinet that you could take claim to. The Journeyman is a save I'd really love to do at some point. If I felt like it would get the views and also it would keep people engaged, I'd definitely already be doing it, but it's one we might think about doing in the future. If you're doing one or you've done one, let me know how you've got on. I'm really interested to find out. And for the last one, suggestion number 5, it's going to be a youth academy only save. Now, I've actually never done one of these, but I've watched a few of them now, and I actually think building your team only through the youth academy could be a lot of fun. I mean, if Cutsy can do it year in, year out, it has to be fun, right? There's no way it can't be. What you're going to do with this is you're going to try and move on. I'd sim the first season and move on all the players you can that are not generated players, and then hire 3 academy scouts and just fill the team so that eventually for season number 2, where you'll start playing the games, you have a full team of academy players. You can flip this one and create a club, and I believe you can start with all generated players from that, but I feel like it's a little bit more personal if you've actually scouted the players yourself. But that's all I've got for this one. I wanted to keep it short and sweet. I wanted to give you guys suggestions. Go on, run, get the game loaded up, and go and play some FC25 and let me know how you get on. Let me know what kind of saves you're doing, and if you think there's some that we've missed off of this list, also let me know down below. The comment section is a great place for people to share their experiences and also give other people suggestions and ideas. That's going to be it for me on this one, though. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you all. I'll see you for the next video.